Hey, it's Friday, which means the Humane Society of West Michigan back with another edition of Friday's Friend, and it's Kenji.
Yes.
How are you?
We're good.
Yeah?
Kenji's good. I'm good. He's
Everybody's
happy to
happy?
be here. Yeah. We had a lot of treats coming on here, so we're having a good day.
Oh, husky.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Now wait a second. Obviously, as a shelter, you get all sorts of dogs. How do you know? Obviously, a husky mix, but you don't know much more beyond that.
Not really. I would say he did when he was surrendered to us. We got a little bit of information from his previous home. So Kenji's 4 months old. He is very, very much still a puppy. He loves people, and he can be with other dogs, but we have a little caveat to it that he's kind of an assertive personality. So he would either do well in a home where he's the only dog, or maybe if you have an older dog who doesn't mind providing some corrections in a nice way, he could do well with that. So if you have a dog who's good at teaching other dogs some manners, Kenji could potentially go home, or he could just, you know, be his own superstar and kind of hang out on his own.
Yeah, but there's also those lovely obedience classes too that if you were to adopt Kenji, you might be able to put through, right?
Yes, absolutely. And that is something specifically with Kenji that we would recommend, knowing a little bit about his history. I'll be honest, he's kind of got some bad manners for a puppy. So we would recommend that he do the puppy classes, which of course come for free with our puppy adoptions. And then we have some more advanced ones, kind of like working on manners and some basic commands. And with Kenji, now he's showing us off.
He's like, rub the belly. Here's the belly. This is where you want to give it the scratches. And Kenji's being so good right now. It's hard to believe that he might have some behavioral stuff, but those obedience classes are good no matter what dog you're getting.
Absolutely.
And holy cow, who wouldn't want this lovely husky? His eyes, I know it's hard to get a close-up of these eyes, but his eyes are multicolored, and they're multicolored in a unique pattern. The way where the split happens in his eyes is pretty unique. You definitely want to take a closer look.
Definitely.
At this guy's face.
He's got some marble effect, but he is a very good boy. Like I said, he's a puppy, so, you know, he's got to work on those manners still, and those obedience classes will just really be key for him. But if you're looking for a little bundle of energy, huskies come with a lot of energy, and you're willing to put some work into the training and spend some time with him, he really could be a perfect fit. I mean, look at how much he loves belly rubs and hanging out with us.
You're pretty calm today, aren't you? Yeah. All right, so Howl and Boo. 'Tis the season. The party's coming.
Yes.
Here we go. Saturday,
season.
October 11th. We're going to be there.
Yes.
All right.
Howl and Boo, it is such a fun event. From 4 to 7, it's very kid-oriented, so you can come in your costume, you can hang out with puppies, we'll have lots of fall treats, and you can go trick-or-treating around the shelter.
That's the best part, right?
Yes, it is so much fun, and it's just a great way to kind of get into the Halloween spirit. I've said it so much that I can't stop. Yes, Halloween spirit. And then after Howl and Boo is over, so it ends at 7, at 8 o'clock, we're going to turn it into a spooky trail that may not be as good for the little ones, but if you don't mind getting a little bit of a fright for Halloween. Yes, and at the end, you will get cider and donuts if you survive the spooky trail.
If you survive. I love those types of events. Yeah, Halloween time, I don't mind getting spooked, so come on out and check it out. 4 till 7, you say?
Yes, 4 to 7, and then spooky trail at 8. So you'll have time if you have little ones who maybe don't like the spookiness, you'll have time to leave. But also, you know, time that if you do want to be on the spooky trail, that you can hang out with the pups and get your scares in.
Yeah. And by the way, we can't let you leave without reminding folks that pups like this sometimes, well, they need some space because the shelter gets full, and fosters are a great way to keep the space in the shelter open for new dogs and cats coming in while you get the doggy.
Yes. So we are looking for fosters right now, which is something we always have a need for, but specifically right now, I mean, we have been at capacity or teetering at capacity. And just as you said, Todd, you know, the more space that we can get animals into foster, the more space we have in the shelter so we can help more animals. And we have fosters for cats, dogs, puppies, kittens, rats, guinea pigs, rabbits. Truly, we have an animal that can probably fit your lifestyle. And And right now we're open to any kind of foster, but especially if you live in a home where maybe you have one pet, you have older kids, or you're living on your own, you don't have any kids or any other pets.
Those are ideal candidates?
Yes, we call them our unicorn fosters
Okay,
because
right.
then, it opens up where if you have a dog like Kenji who might not necessarily do well in a dog heavy home, then it's a good placement for him. He can still get used to being in a home. So it's a great opportunity. I was a foster myself, actually, when I was in college.
Okay,
I lived in a
wow.
house with 7 people, and we had a foster dog, and 2 people shared a room, and the dog had its own room, which you don't have to do with fosters.
You
but
don't have to give them their own room.
Yes,
It's okay.
Yes, it was an amazing experience.
Oh, found something under the couch.
Bye,
Love it. There were probably some goodies underneath there. We had
Yes.
some food in the studio earlier, didn't we? Yes, we
he's
did.
a very curious boy. But yes, fosters, you can go to our website, hswestmi.org. Of course, you can find Kenji there, fosters, and info on Howl and Boo as well.
Bonnie, thank you so much for the time this morning and for sharing Kenji with us. Humane Society's right there on Wilson Drive. You can call 453-8900 right now if you're interested in Kenji, because I got a feeling he might get adopted soon. You can go to Instagram, TikTok, and all that for more. That is all the time we have today. That's the week. Well, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you Monday. Have yourself a great weekend. We'll see you back 10 a.m. Monday morning.